everyone. I'm Alissa Zepecki, Children and Teen Librarian here at Clark County Public Library, and welcome to our Little Sprout Storytime. This is our story time for preschool age kids, so about 3 to 5 year old. So, hello, so nice to meet you. Glad that you're all keeping safe during this quarantine period. So, today for our story time, our theme is the weather. You know the weather, look outside, you can see it. So I thought I'd read some stories that deal with the weather. And before I get started, I just want to mention that the books that I read today are with permission from Amazon Publishing and Holiday House Publishing. Anyway, so our first story is called Coco Loco by J.R. Cross and Maria Chow, and this is published by Amazon Publishing. So this is Coco Loco. Now in this story, you're gonna hear some Spanish words, but I think there'll be enough clues for you to figure out who exactly or what exactly they mean with each one. But our first character, Coco Loco means a little crazy. So that should give you an idea of what kind of person the Coco Loco is. Coco Loco by J.R. Cross and Maria Chow. Coco Loco is a very unusual raton. He invents wacky things. Take, for example, the cuckoo clock coffee maker. It's heavy on the cuckoo. And the shower bed. Most think it's just plain loco. That's why everyone calls him Coco Loco. Today, Coco Loco is using the waffle iron weather forecaster. It makes hot, fluffy waffles and predicts the weather. My machine is predicting mal tiempo. Oh no! I have to warn my friends. Mal tiempo. Bad weather. Uh-oh. Hey, let's eat breakfast in the barn, squeaks Coco Loco. Inside, on such a beautiful day, crows Gallo. No way! The picnic parade has already begun, meows Gato. Ay, Coco Loco, winks Cerdo. He's one crazy mouse, moos Vaca. We're eating outside today. But mal tiempo is coming, squeaks Coco Loco. Quick, get underneath my trusty paraguas. Suddenly, a roar of wind whips through the picnic. Coco Loco's trusty paraguas flips up, up and away. Ay! Coco Loco! Gallo runs, Gallo jumps, Gallo grabs tight, and Gallo takes flight. Oh my goodness. Ay! Coco Loco! Gato runs, Gato jumps, Gato grips tight, and Gato takes flight. Ay, Coco Loco! Cerdo runs, Cerdo jumps, Cerdo holds tight, and Cerdo takes flight. Oh my gosh. What do you think is gonna happen to Vaca now? Ay, Coco Loco! Vaca runs, Vaca jumps, Vaca claps tight, and Vaca takes flight. Oh my goodness. They're just flying around, oh my gosh. Ay, no, lluvia. It's raining. Vaca slips, Cerdo slips, Gato slips, Gallo slips. Oink! Meow! Moo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Suddenly, Coco Loco remembers was perhaps his greatest invention of all. He squeaks, "Never fear! Mi helicoptero paraguas is here!" Gato, Gallo, Cerdo, and Vaca cheer. Aye, Poco! Hey, Neil! He's one genius mouse. You must admit, Coco Loco is a very unusual raton. The end. Wow, that was some crazy weather. Luckily, we don't usually get that kind of weather around here. But you know, sometimes weather can be all kinds of things. Like, that was a pretty bad storm, but there's all sorts of weather. And what your favorite weather can be different depending on what you are, which we kind of look into in this story. If Frogs Made Weather by Mari and Dan Bauer and illustrated by Dorothy Donahue. Published by Holiday House. If frogs made weather. Can you think of what kind of weather frogs may like? If Frogs Made Weather by Mary and Dan Bauer, illustrated by Dorothy Donahue. If frogs made weather, morning would sprinkle, afternoon would drip, night would whisper, whisper to the brimming ponds. Did you know that frogs make weather? If weasels made weather, fog would cling to the ground, grip the grass. If weasels made weather, mist would hide the slink, conceal the pounds. Breakfast! If robins made weather, trees would always be budding, the grass fresh and green, and the melting snow would set every worm a-wiggling. If cats made weather, sun would slant in every window, spy beneath each bush, warm a spot for a tight tucked nap, warm a spot for a stretch. That's the kind of weather that's good to take a nap. If flies made weather, every day would be hot, hot, hot. All the food would rot, 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 and every fly would buzz. Yeah. If turtles made weather, lightning would crash and smash and sizzle. Turtles would snap their doors shut and smile in the dry dark. I have to go in my house to be like that. Turtles can just go inside their shell. If bats made weather, the sun would sink, the wind would still. Every mosquito would hum its fill, and all the bats would be full of mosquitoes. Exactly where I like mosquitoes. If hawks made weather, the wind would blow and blow, rising and rising, swirling and swirling. Hawks would stretch their wings and drift, drift down. If geese made weather, leaves would flare in the bright blue air. Frost would tip the lawn, and the sky would sigh with the lonely cry of gone, gone, gone. If polar bears made weather, snow would pelt, snow would sting, snow would pile and drift and cling. If polar bears made weather, we would never see spring. If I made weather, I would call the slanting sun to my bed. I would tiptoe through the fog. I would blow the day clear with a mighty wind. I would leave my footprints in the damp new earth and twirl the leaves to their beds. I would bask in heat and rejoice in snow. I would snuggle in my mama's lap to hear the lightning roar, and I would stay counting the drip, drip, drip. When the sun slid down the sky, I would greet the sweet nightfall. If I made weather, we would have it all. The end. All right, want to do a song together? Okay. Just let me get. So this song is called Leaky Umbrella by Jim Gill. So you gotta listen for it because it'll tell you where exactly we're gonna have the rain. Can I see you make your rain? Yeah, that's some good rain. All right, because this rain is gonna be dripping down us because all of our clothes are leaky, which you don't usually want when it's raining, do you? All right, let's go. All right, got your umbrella. There's our umbrellas.
Full of holes. I have a leaky umbrella, all full of holes. I have a leaky umbrella, leaky as can be. Well, that leaky umbrella will be the end of me.
All right, it's gonna be dripping.
The rain is
Drip, drip, dripping
on
on.
my head.
Ah!
The rain is drip, drip, dripping on my nose.
Don't touch your face,
The
but put it right in
rain
front of it.
is drip, drip, dripping on my shoulders.
On your shoulders.
Well, that leaky umbrella will be the end of me.
All right, you got your coats? All right.
I have a leaky raincoat, all full of holes. I have a leaky raincoat, all full of holes. I have a leaky raincoat, leaky as can be. Well, that leaky raincoat will be the end of me.
All right.
The rain is
Drip, drip, dripping on
my arm.
on your arms.
The rain is
Drip, drip,
dripping on my stomach.
my stomach.
The
Ah.
rain is
Drip, drip,
dripping on my knees.
On your knees.
Well, that leaky raincoat will be the end of me.
All right, we got our boots. So be ready to
I
stomp.
have leaky boots, all full of holes. I have leaky boots, all full of holes. I have leaky boots, leaky as can be. Well, those leaky boots will be the end of me. The rain is drip, drip, dripping on my toes.
Touch your toes.
The rain is drip, drip, dripping on my ankles.
On your ankles.
The rain is
Drip, drip, dripping
dripping
on.
on my feet. Well, those leaky boots will be the end of me. Well, that leaky raincoat will be the end of me.
On your coat.
Well, that leaky umbrella will be the end of me.
But, yay! That was some fun. All right, well, that's pretty much everything. I do have one more thing. So instead of a craft like we would normally do, I have a challenge for you this week. So, if your local grown-up or your big person is around, ask them if there is a calendar that you could draw on. And every day for the next week, I want you to look out the window and I want you to draw or write down or have your big person maybe help you draw something. And I want you to draw the weather. So if it's cloudy, draw a cloud. Maybe draw a rain cloud or some rain if it's raining, which seems to be what's been doing a bit lately. Hopefully we won't have snow, but you can draw that. Or if it's a beautiful sunny day, you can draw the sun, and then maybe your big person can take you outside and to play a bit. Anyway, that's it for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.